We fixing to make this town real smoking.
So there was a little bit of a situation that unfolded on Twitter a couple of days ago. Now I will be breaking this down and sort of giving my thoughts on it, but in no way will I be like scrutinizing this person because, when someone makes a mistake, I try not to kick them while they're down because, me myself, the Moonsault Slayer, has made many mistakes.
People don't give a fuck about your gameplay. People really don't give a fuck about what you have to say. It's just the fact that you are leaking content, Ryan. Oh gosh, this is new. Let's find out about that. When this is all over, what are you actually going to do? I want to see. I want to see what they do. I'm interested. I might subscribe just to find out.
So not only would it be hypocritical, but also I just think it's wrong to do so. So I'll be looking at this situation, but more so people can learn from it. I know there's a lot of people who wants to make content or is thinking about doing it, but how you go about it, bro, you got to be careful. And I learned that the hard way. So thank you to this person for tagging me in this conversation because I would have never seen it, because I never would have seen it without it. But the topic of today's video is going to be focused on a Mishima enthusiast, a OG player, the Dark Prince. Now, I don't know who this person is, but a lot of people follow Ulsan, Spaghetti Rip, the Blasted Salami. In this conversation, as we get deep into it, you'll see that there were some big names also responding to this person, which is why I think it's more important that this person learned from this experience, because I don't know if people are actually trying to cancel this person, but take it as a learning experience regardless. So it says, please take action against this individual who is a Tekken streamer. Not only does he exhibit racism towards Indians, but he also derogatorily uses that word towards people of African descent in a abusive manner. And then there's 4 screenshots here, and they also tag the person so they can see it, like, yeah, I'm snitching on you. The screenshots here, you can see the one here is circled because I wanted to play with you in a first to 5, but you are whining. Okay, let me say on a side note, right? On a side note, on occasion, I will see these messages like this posted to either Reddit or Twitter where people are having a long back and forth. And the person who's posting is like, this person's being so toxic. Why? Like, why are you going back and forth with the person anyways? Like, people send me messages, bro, and I don't even respond. Like, I don't even read it sometimes. And it's like to see people go back and forth with a person, but then also get upset that they're being like toxic. It's like, of course, if someone has enough time to waste to text you all day, of course they're going to say something crazy. Any citizen with a full responsibility on their plate doesn't have time to do this kind of shenanigans. That's just a side note. But as you can see here, these screenshots are straight crazy. The Dark Prince is literally saying anything and whatever and doesn't really care. Like, this person's just popping off. Now, Ryan Hart responds to this. You guys know Ryan Hart? He's a legend, bro. I love Ryan Hart. Ryan Hart responds and says, very disappointing to see this. The response that Dark Prince gives is like unreal. It says, sir, so you have always been an inspiration. I mean, no hate towards African or black skin. These guys are from an Indian FGC trying to get attention, and I'm not doing well with Kazuya in ranks, so I just had some heat rage convos with him, nothing else. There's so much there to unpack. One, you just saying you're having some heat rage convos, you can't do that, right? If when I get angry, I call someone a scrub, I say, you suck at the game. That's it. Like, going beyond that is crazy. So you can't really write this off as like heat rage. But then 2, saying, whoa, I'm not racist against black people, and then start talking about Indians. I mean, I think the point here is not to like target anyone based on nationality or race. And once again, that's why I'm saying, like, this is not to shame this person, but it's more so to learn from this. Like, and what was so crazy too, there was a lot of people who were trying to explain this to this person. Like, from what I've seen, there was some people who were upset, right, who's furious, but from what I've seen, there's a lot of people who were just trying to explain because the person doesn't understand. Like, you can't say that, you can't do that, One of them is Markman. Markman says this is the big problem. You need to realize that using the word is hate. You cannot use that word and expect Ryan or anyone else for that matter to not feel anger or disappointment. That's how I feel. It's not really anger, it's more so disappointment. You clearly don't understand the weight of that word. I hope you really try to understand and become a better person from this. So in response to Markman's tweet, this is where I really was like, okay, this person is just not getting it. In response to Markman, the Dark Prince, I didn't even want to click on these because I don't want no association with it. But it's 2 links to some kind of website from medium.com, from aljazeera.com, and just the caption on it is crazy. Now here's where I must address the elephant in the room. For those of you who don't know, India and Pakistan are in an intense rivalry. In sports competition, the two go neck and neck. I fully don't understand the reasons why. I'll put some Google screenshots to give you a simple understanding, but this is something that I was made aware of. I remember I was watching a 2020 event and Spaghetti Rip highlighted how these two regions are locked in a very intense rivalry.
What's really cool about the Indian players and the Pakistani players is whenever they meet, we share like similar languages, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's beautiful when we see like the Indians come and the Pakistanis that we kind of hang around together and we support each other. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Although I'm not going to lie, I'll address the elephant in the room, ladies and lads. There is a rivalry between these countries in sports and in everything. So you know, we have an India versus Pakistan match here.
Incredible play there. Really good. Polite handshake. You got to respect it. Although there is a rivalry, those boys are here. They're together.
So that is why I think they keep referring to Indian this and, you know, linking news articles is because of the rivalry. But once again, right, you got to separate yourself from all of that stuff. To lead by example. Like even for Spaghetti Rip, right, he doesn't pick sides in the controversy. He doesn't like play. He tries to like be fair and is honest because that's what you're supposed to do. I'll read a couple more. It continues. There's a little bit of a back and forth between Morse Flame and Dark Prince. You mean no hate towards African people, but abusing someone's family is not acceptable. If you're not having a good time in ranks, don't give you the okay to start abusing someone. You should apologize. Fair enough. Wasn't talking to you. You're creating a scene here. I know by tagging and all, but remember one thing. You will get nowhere going down this road. People close to me know me well, and I have many supporters from India as well, and they know that I'm not racist. Like I said at the start, this is not about shaming this person. I really like what Markman said. Some people are angry about this. Some people are just disappointed. Me personally, I just want this person and people who either think like this to just simply understand it's not okay. You know, you got to be better when you're trying to grow and build your platform. Behaving like this is going to do the complete opposite. So just from that perspective of wanting to be bigger, better, you just have to understand that this is not how to go about it. And this is something that was told to me, right? When I was doing all the leaks and stuff and I was being a little crybaby on Twitter, like, why does everyone hate me? There was a person who told me, like, you gotta hold in that kind of rage. Like, you never see the main man lash out on Twitter, or, you know, you never see that, right? You want to try to, that's the thing about being a content creator. People will poke you and people will try you, but you can't flip out on everyone. Having long back and forth messages like this is not a good look. And it's even more so when you're saying all of the things that the Dark Prince is saying. Contain that rage that you feel inside, because it's not going to help you in the long run. It's not going to help you.